Hello and welcome back to a very festive time of year here at Bloom and Grey. I'm in my new workshop and I'm busy making lots of wreaths, wreath-making kits for this Christmas. And I want to bring you along with me today and you can see what a day in the life of a busy Christmas florist slash flower farmer is like. Yesterday we were busy packing up lots and lots of wreath making kits. You can see them behind me here, and the UPS man is coming to collect those today. I didn't have a chance to film much yesterday because we were really busy. I had a couple of helpers, I had my mum and I had Beth who was here on work experience, and we just cracked through it and we got it done all in a day. So today I am making a wholesale order for a shop that I do orders for every year. That they've requested quite a few dried flower style wreaths, so I'm going to be putting those together today. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that and how I'm kind of doing it to maximise efficiency as well. I'm also going to show you this huge wreath that I've got behind me here, which is over 2 meters wide, which is for a local pub. Then they order every year as well. And I've got a couple of other orders that are going to be collected later on that are just one-off handmade wreath orders. So I'm going to bring you along with me. I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully if you're making wreaths you can get some tips and tricks, or maybe if you fancy making your own wreath this year, then you will be inspired to purchase one of my wreath making kits. I'll leave the link down in the description to those. So first of all, I want to get cracking on these wholesale wreaths that are for a shop, and I've already mossed up the hoops, and then there's a few of them just that I've just already done and I've hung them up on the mesh grid there. So what I'm going to do is make lots of foliage bundles so that I can start building these up. And I've got a nice selection of foliages here. I've got some pittosporum and some eucalyptus, which is grown here on the farm, and I've got lots of blue spruce, which is kind of the staple foliage that you need for Christmas wreaths, I think, to make them look nice and effective. I've got some Pinus strobus, and I've got some Sussex silver over there in the bucket. What else do I have? I have some odd bits and bobs of some conifer. I've got this dried limonium that is from here on the farm, that's being grown and dried here. I've got some oats here which are also from the farm, and then I have some other things over here, some dried statice, some of this dried asparagus fern, some dorcas over here, and tons of bunny tails. So that is what is mainly going to be going into my wreaths today, and some twigs too. So this is my process. I've got all of my foliage here on the workbench. I'm working here on the workbench because it's higher, and I'm not going to get backache like I would do if I was working on that table behind me. So I'm taking some spruce foliage and I use that on the back of my bundles of foliage that I'm going to put onto my wreaths, and then I kind of just work my way along, picking a few bits and bobs of the pine, the conifer, the Sussex silver, and finish off with a bit of dried flowers. And then I take my reel wire and then I just bind the stems together like so, pull it nice and tight, and then I'm going to just set those aside and just make tons and tons of them until I get bored, and then I can start fastening them onto the wreaths, and then if I haven't got enough then I can start again, start making more bundles. So basically it's just a cycle of making these till I get bored, putting them on the wreath till I run out, and then making more of these again. So I've been waiting all day for UPS to come and they still haven't come. They've literally got about 25 minutes left until the end of the scheduled pickup time. So I'm just thinking, I don't know whether they're actually going to come or not, which is a bit worrying. But I've got this really needy dog. So my plan today was to make the wreaths all day, and then when the UPS driver came, I was going to take Nelson out for a walk, and now he's really bored because I haven't been able to take him out for a walk. Now it's dark outside, so yeah, the day was screwed up a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the progress that I had made. So I've got all of the wreaths for my pre-order for the shop done, and I'm just putting some of the I'm wiring some of the decorations ready to just sort of go through all of the wreaths and put some decorations on them. I'm not going to decorate Nelson. I'm not going to decorate the the ones with the dried flowers in, because I think the dried flowers do enough for the wreaths. But I am going to put some pine cones, dried orange slices, etc. in some of the plainer looking wreaths just to kind of jazz them up a bit, and then adding ribbons onto them all. So that will get done tonight, hopefully, for the wreaths to be picked up tomorrow. And I've just got this really nice ribbon in the post. It's like a kind of rusty brown colour. It's kind of showing a lot lighter on the screen here, but I think that's a really nice colour, so hopefully the people are going to like that one. Well, all of my pre-ordered wreaths for the shop are done. I'm really happy with them this year, actually. Usually I kind of struggle to put the decorations on because this is the kind of style that I really like, which is a little bit wild. And I'm always thinking that's not other people's favourite style, but I actually think it is, because they've requested specifically that they get kind of a wild / dried flower style. So they are going to be picked up tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So the UPS guy finally came last night and collected all of the boxes, so it's nice to get those out of the way. They were all piled up near the door all day yesterday, and I've just made a to-do list for the day today, and I didn't think I had that much to do, but I actually have got loads to do. So I had a couple more orders for wreath making kits yesterday, so I'm going to show you what's in those, and if you fancy buying yourself one, then you can see what goes into them, and check the link in my description if you do fancy buying one. They're a really nice little kind of treat thing to do for yourself, so obviously I'm going to recommend it, but I think it's a really nice thing to do, and you can be proud to hang your own wreath on the door and look at it every day and think, I made that, I'm really proud of it. So anyway, I've got those to do this morning. I need to decorate the large wreath. I've got to put some maybe some red ribbon on it. I'm really desperate for some pine cones. I've ran out of them because when I went to the wholesalers to collect everything for the workshops, they didn't have any pine cones. So I'm gonna go, I've rang them this morning, they still don't have any in. So I'm gonna go and panic buy some really expensive ones from a hobby shop. And well, hopefully they've got some. I've got to go and deliver a wreath making kit. I've got to deliver a couple of wreaths, then I've got to get these dropped off at the UPS drop-off point. I've got to tidy this place up because I've got a workshop tonight, and I've got to forage some more foliage for tonight's workshop too. So as you can see, it's going to be a busy old day, but first things first, I'm going to get these wreath making kits done, and then Nelson is definitely going for a frosty morning walk this morning. So this is an example of a rustic kit which produces a wreath. I haven't actually got one in here. Well, kind of looks like this. It's got hessian ribbon, pine cones, these orange or lemon slices, rusty stars, kind of like that. This is the instruction pack, so it's got printed instructions with illustrations or pictures with it, and there's also a QR code there if you want to scan for the video tutorial. Package of moss, then these are all the decoration bits, there's some twigs, there's a reusable hoop, and that all gets packaged up, sent across to you, and then you can get crafty. Well, the wreaths have been collected. The large wreath has been put outside because I'm hopefully going to deliver that this afternoon, if not tomorrow. And now I'm tidying up ready for my workshop this evening, and I've got the fire lit ready for my guests to come later on. So I'm getting prepared well in advance to have it warm enough in here for this evening. The only thing I've got left to do before that workshop is to collect a little bit more foliage from here around the farm, but once I've tidied up I'll go and do that. It's just about setting up the places and making sure it's ready, clean, warm, etc. for this evening. All ready for tonight's workshop, just a couple of bits and bobs left to do. And since I was up and about early this morning, and I will be going till quite late tonight, I'm going to go and have a chill for a bit before my guests arrive, and looking forward to seeing what they create later. The group that's coming actually has been coming for about 4 or 5 years now, so I expect that they all know what they're doing, and they are going to I'm just going to be able to set them off and let them do their own thing. They usually have very kind of particular styles, so I'm looking forward to catching up with them tonight and having a nice evening wreath making here in the new workshop. Well, last night's workshop went really well. Everybody was really chuffed with the new workspace, and yeah, it just went really nicely. So I'm out again this morning walking Nelson, and I brought my snips with me because I'm actually foraging for some rose hips and some hawthorn berries, because I thought it would be nice to just experiment with those. And I don't tend to use berries or fresh berries. They're expensive to buy and they're a bit difficult to forage, and also I'd like to leave them for the birds really, but I've just got a handful of berries to experiment with, just have a little play around with, and I've got another workshop this evening, but luckily I did most of the prep yesterday, and straight after the workshop last night I tidied up and I'm prepped really for tonight already. So today is going to be quite relaxed. I'm just out enjoying nature, walking Nelson, and got a couple of bits and bobs to do, but other than that it's just getting ready for round 3 of the 10 or 11 workshops that I'm running this year. So I think I'm going to hide my berry stash in a bush somewhere around here, take Nelson out for a bit of a longer walk, and then pick my berries up and head back to the farm. Donkeys. So last night I ran my 4th workshop of the year, I think it was, and today I will be running my 5th and 6th. We're about an hour and a half away from my guests turning up. Last night was another really nice workshop. We had a mixed group of people. This workshop last night wasn't private, so they were all a nice group of people, and everybody made really lovely wreaths. And it was really, really toasty in here, so it was nice and relaxing, and the time just flies by when I'm running this kind of workshop. So last night when I finished the workshop, I stayed in here and just got it all prepped for today so that I didn't have to get up and rush around too early this morning with it being a long day. So I just need to kind of cut a few extra ribbons, put some moss out for everybody to make with their hoops, get the cakes out, put the kettle on, etc. And then I'll be ready. And then I've got a bit of a gap during the day where I can relax for a bit, and then I've got another workshop tonight at 6 o'clock, which I'm looking forward to. So far everything's going really good in the new workshop. I'm so happy with how everything's worked. There isn't anything that I wish I'd have done differently, really. It's all very functional and everybody seems to be enjoying the space. So thank you for coming along with me on this journey this week. I'm going to end the video here just because all it's going to be from now on is one workshop after another. I finish next Sunday, and then I'm flying out to visit my sister who has moved over to Dubai. So it'll be really exciting to see her and my niece. Really looking forward to that after all of the workshops. Thank you again, and I'm hoping to publish a video or two before Christmas, but if not, I hope you have a really good Christmas. Thanks so much for supporting me again this year. Bye!